So we are at the youth intake day. We've had a transfer window. Bolak's upset because I didn't let him leave for Slask, who have been annoying in this window. They've tried to sign my best player effectively. They still want him. I'm saying no. He needs to stay with me. He's pretty much my best player at this point. And I'm very frustrated with how this has gone so far. We've also only played 10 matches. I kind of want to just go over the youth intake, but also go over the matches we've had since we last met, since a lot has happened, and I'm trying to process why on earth it's gone the way it has. But yeah, Bolak's still here, but I think him being upset is causing us problems, which is not ideal to say the least. Also annoying is the fact that Adrian's also upset because he couldn't join another team, and yeah, why am I having to worry about players wanting to leave me when the team that they're trying to leave for are not as good as they think they are? They no longer want them. Why am I having to worry about this situation now? It's the guys who want him now. I can't offer this guy a new deal anyway. He's got 3 years left in his deal. It's frustrating that I'm struggling with this sort of thing in the Youth Academy Challenge, that I'm always having players getting upset. And it kind of makes me want to try to do challenge a new save after this season's ended. I genuinely don't know. I don't know how long I can continue with this save for now, but I also feel like that I could start a new challenge, a new save, but with a different twist of things, and just combine a load of things together as one. But I don't know. I haven't really decided if I want to try that out yet, but I'll at least get to the end of the season and continue on from there. We should have another cup final though, so there's that. That being said, we had our first match since when I came back, and it actually against YAC Block, and yes, I'm trying a new format for this. And we drew 0-0. They were probably the better team in the XG side of things. We had more chances though, and we had a lot more possession. I'm starting to think my formation doesn't work anymore, and that's a shame, but what can you do? At least we took on Wisla Krakow and beat them by 3-1. I'm not showing the highlights of the goals, by the way. I feel like they are special for this series. And we're actually down to 10 men inside 46 minutes in the first half, which is very frustrating. It was 2.5 time. They got a goal back. Then they missed a penalty. Then they were down to 10 men themselves, and we got the third goal. So we kind of won from that. But they missed a penalty. We had 70% possession. So we're getting possession, but it doesn't feel like we're doing a lot with the possession, which is a bit frustrating. And it feels like we're being hit by the counter, which again is a bit annoying, to say the least. But this game's more frustrating. We took on Rakov and we drew 2-2, but we're 2-0 at half time. And for some bizarre reason, they decided to be a better team in the second half. And one player who came on from the bench got a brace for them. And 95. I might have tried to secure the win and time wasted a bit. And they scored from a corner, which just doesn't help. Again, 65% possession. We are very good possession-wise, but we're not very good with the final piece of the puzzle. And I feel like with where we are at this point, being like a mid-table team in paper, it's just coming back to haunt us a lot more, and it's annoying. At least the next game we came in and took on was against Katowice. We won 4-0. Smolak getting his first 2 goals for the club in this game. Good to see him do well, and I think it's actually Pietron's first ever league goal as well, which it took him until this for his 5th goal of his career, but his first ever league goal. So that happened, and I'm happy for him. Then we went to Atlético Madrid in the Europa Conference League, round of 16. Yes, we got drawn against this team. Of all teams, we could have got a lot more easy opponents, and I'll flash up the teams we could have gotten now. But yes, we ended up taking on Atlético Madrid. We saved the penalty in the 64th minute of the game. João Felix missing it. Noak doing his business again as a really good goalkeeper. And then we conceded the 74th minute winner anyway. So we got absolutely destroyed. And it's the first time Atlético Madrid have beaten us in any competition. It's also the 3rd European competition we've taken on Atlético Madrid in the save. Then we took on Roche, and I'm going to say this here now. I think we got lucky to get away with a point. Even though the XG shows that we're the better XG, we're not taking our chances. That's a problem. Momentum, apparently, is in our favour as well. But we're not taking our chances. We're doing poorly, and we're just frustrating to watch at times. We really are. We then hosted Atlético Madrid, and Patrick Vimler scored a brace, and we lost overall 3-1. So we're out of the Europa Conference League, and my dream winning this trophy died a very early death because of this result. And the fact we got drawn against them It was literally the last straw as well that we had, and we could have gotten any other team. Any other team, I would have taken it, but no. We had to get the hardest possible team. Unbelievable, really. I'm still annoyed about this. I really am just so annoyed by the fact we got this team of all teams. Then we lost this match because we were down to 10 men inside 5 minutes. Paul Lack's an idiot. He 2-foots a man inside 5 minutes and wonders why I absolutely lose it with him. This is what I'm getting frustrated about. I feel like we should be better. We should be smarter than what we're doing right now. But yet, for some reason, team feels like it's become stupid and they are unbelievably useless. And yes, we have 71% possession again. We can keep the ball, but we can't do anything with it. That's the most frustrating part about this save right now. The fact we have the tactic that works, but we don't have the players. I know it's silly coming from me saying that when we've literally won 2 league titles in a row, but it feels like we've gone backwards since then. I don't know how to fix it. At least in the next game, we took on Mr. Krakow in the Puchar Polski quarterfinal, and we won by 2-1. Jasinski get a brace, showing that, yes, we potentially can do good things. It just doesn't happen very often, unfortunately, and it only seems to be in the cup we do it, so frustrating it's taken this long to do something right. At least the next game is against a third-tier side. Yes, I literally got my dream draw. How about that? And then we had this game where we gave up the lead twice and probably got lucky to even get away with a point in the end. For some reason, I think my tactic might be breaking down at some point. Even though the match momentum says we were the better team, I feel like we're not doing as well as we should be, even though we are the better team half the time. But at the same time, we don't feel like the better team. They have more shots and better XG, less possession. We are possession heavy, but we're not doing anything with the possession. And I feel like the tactic's been found out, and it only took 11 years. So there you go. So yes, we're now down to 5th place. We've drawn more games, but we've only lost once since we last met as well. But we can't seem to win to save our lives. And it's frustrating that we are that kind of team that can be good, but are not very good. And we should do better and better. But at least we've got the best opportunity possible to potentially defend our cup crown. So I like to think that if we get to the final, we'll beat whoever we take on again. It could be a repeat of the first final we had, which was against Lechia. The fact that Lechia are in the semi-final again against Slask means that we could potentially have a repeat final. And I don't want to be losing that one, but it'd be fun if we can get to it and we can win it. But odds are Appel, we should be winning this game. I'll say that here now. But we've also had a youth intake and, oh, the personalities are annoying. Unambitious, low determination, balanced, unambitious, and it goes on and on and on. First and foremost, Thomas Adamsik, I've not seen him until now. Could be okay, but we just need to work on him. And he actually could be an inverted winger on attack, so hopefully we can work on that. Oh, we need to do better though, don't we? I'm not even going to try and pronounce this guy's name, but he could be okay. He could be a right back, actually. I say that. Apparently, he's not very suited to the role. Unconvincing for the winger and unconvincing for the right back. Why is it that one works and everyone doesn't? I don't understand. But actually, no, not a defensive player. He's more inverted, if anything else. In my mind, needs a lot of work, though, if we are to get what we want. He's also slightly consistent, so there's that. So, Mikalski is a player that could be good. Mazzala, yeah, I think Mazzala works for him. It's the first thing in the midfield list, so let's work with that, I think. He's inconsistent, but has good attributes otherwise in certain areas. I just need some good decision-making and good players on us at this point, don't I? So this was a defender we were told to expect, and he looks okay. 15 tackling, not bad at all. 14 jumping reach, 6'2", not inconsistent. He's actually consistent. And could be okay. 4.5-star potential ability, which could go up to 5-star potential ability if we sign him, but he could be a lot worse. Just needs to work on his strength, really, and his speed. But other than that, could be good. This guy's the one to be excited about, apparently. Unambitious, yes, but he's promising. Very promising. Considered so promising, he's been given the promising striker media description. But very consistent, and that is a very exciting thing, isn't it? The fact he's so consistent. He has so many traits. Why does he want so many traits, though? Tries killer's balls often, comes deep to get the ball, doesn't like to dive into tackles, likes to switch the ball to wide areas. Can I work with this? I feel like I can work with this. I might actually have to make a new tactic, but I don't know how to make a tactic at this point that could work with what I have right now. But yes, he would be a third-tier player, 2-star accountability player already. Would need to work on his personality, but he could be okay. But I don't know. The last player we're going to talk about is Jaworski, midfielder, and I think he's either a playmaker or he's a Mazzala. I think deep line playmaker and defend could be where he goes actually, but he's got a lot of decent attributes, just not amazing attributes. He's also consistent, but I guess you can't fix that, can you? But yes, we've got 8 games left in the league campaign. We're going to have to try and rescue our season effectively, which feels like a bit of a pain to say, but what can you do? And we're struggling it again. It feels like we're falling into the slump of after 2 league titles, we're going to go 4 years without a league title with 10 points behind Lechia Poznan, who we played twice already, and we've already lost against once and beaten once, so we can't even say we've not done ourselves justice. We've actually got 3 points against them at 1 point. But 14 clean sheets, we've only considered in 12 games, which shows you just where our problems lie, when we've only got 34 goals in 26 matches. If we can score goals, we'll be much better. And our last 5 games as well, actually, I'm just going to show you this. Second half of the season, 9 games played, 2 wins, 5 draws, 2 defeats. That's where we've been going wrong this year. In the second half of the season, first half of the season, 2nd place. We're starting to fall at the biggest hurdle we need, and the fact we only got 2 more points than games played is the problem. Lechia Poznan winning their last 9 games as well is just I can't even say how much that goes against us. Well, what we're going to do is end this here. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys like and share this video, and that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me a lot. Do you think we have a hope in hell to win the league again this year, or do you think I should just give up on it here and now? But do you think we could also defend our cup? I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on that down below. But either way, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.